She's smart, she's successful, but still single. This isn't a coincidence, it's a pattern no one's daring to talk about, until now. You're doing everything right. So why are you still alone? Radiant Rebels, this one's for the women who check every box except the one marked taken. Degrees? Stacked. Success? Earned. Confidence? Unshakable. But your love life? Still waiting on someone worthy to catch up. This isn't about being too picky. It's not about being intimidating. It's about the quiet truth no one says out loud. High-value women play in a league where real love is rare. You don't chase. You evolve. But every time you level up, the dating pool feels like it shrinks into a puddle of boys pretending to be men. Men who want submission, not partnership. Men who crave control, not connection. You've been told your standards are the problem. That your success is emasculating. That you should soften your strength, dim your fire, and pretend to need help just to be wanted. No. You weren't born to beg for love in a world that fears feminine power. You're not single because something's wrong with you. You're single because you refuse to shrink for anyone. Hyper-independence became your armor because softness got weaponized. You've learned to survive without romance. But secretly crave a love that can hold your strength and your softness. And let's be real, being alone isn't the problem. Being unseen is. You don't want just anyone. You want alignment. A partner, not a project. A man who sees your fire and doesn't flinch, he stokes it. This is the hard truth. When you become the woman every man wants, you become the woman most men can't handle. And that's not your burden. That's your brilliance. So stop asking what's wrong with you. Nothing is. You're the filter. The ones who fall away were never meant to stay. Your love story doesn't start with settling. It starts with staying rooted in your worth until someone meets you at your level. No games, no guessing, no shrinking. You are not too much. You are the storm, the calm, the spark, the standard. And the right man won't just match you, he'll magnify you. Radiant Rebels, if you felt that in your soul, don't keep it to yourself. Like, subscribe, and share this with the strongest woman you know. Success looks good, but it's lonely at the top. You're that girl, but the dinner table still feels empty. You walk into the room, and heads turn. You speak, and people listen. You move through life with power and purpose. But when the night ends, your silence echoes louder than applause. Meet Sloane. Top of her game, 6-figure salary. Custom wardrobe, a skyline view that most people dream of. She mastered her glow up. She owns every room she enters. But last Friday night? She sat at her marble table, eating takeout straight from the box, wearing designer, scrolling through texts she'd never send. One guy told her, "You're out of my league." Another said, "You don't need anyone." What they meant was, "I don't know how to handle a woman like you." She doesn't cry over them, she mourns the moments she had to dim herself just to be seen. This is the hidden heartbreak of high-achieving women. You become the dream, and suddenly, people stop seeing you as human. You're a goal, not a girlfriend, a fantasy, not a feeling. High standards don't make you cold. They keep you safe. But somewhere between boundaries and ambition, you wonder. What would it feel like to be held without being handled? Being called intimidating isn't a compliment when it's code for "I expected you to shrink." You weren't made to shrink, you were made to rise. But rising doesn't mean you don't get lonely. It just means you refuse to settle for love that costs your self-respect. And while the world claps for your career wins, it rarely sees the quiet strength it takes to stay soft in a world that keeps trying to harden you. Sloane doesn't need saving. She needs truth. That the right man won't compete with her light, he'll stand in it, unshaken. That love isn't meant to feel like hiding. And that loneliness doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're clearing space for something real. Keep rising, keep shining. And don't apologize for the silence at your table. It's just making room for someone worthy of your presence. Dating apps are a graveyard of cringe. Another Hinge prompt? I'd rather mop a floor. You scroll, you swipe, you yawn. Another bio that says nothing. Another conversation that leads nowhere. The same small talk, the same low effort, the same men who want access to your energy but bring none of their own. You're not bitter, you're bored. And boredom is a boundary. This isn't about being too picky. It's about refusing to confuse availability with compatibility. You're not here for anyone, you're here for alignment. Swipe culture taught people to treat connection like content. Fast, disposable, low investment. But love was never meant to be found in a pile of options. You don't fall in love through convenience. You build it through presence, depth, and real conversation. The kind that can't be rushed, gamified, or reduced to a heart emoji and a 2-day wait. If it feels empty, it's because it is. You've outgrown performative effort. You're not looking for a match. You're looking for resonance. The lesson? Modern dating doesn't reflect your value, it reflects the market. And you're not up for auction. So log off if you need to. Reclaim your time. Let silence be your standard until something real speaks. Because love worth having won't show up in a rush. It'll arrive clear, intentional, and ready, just like you. Hyper-independent and emotionally starving. You don't need him, but do you even let him in? You built a life that runs like clockwork. You handle the bills, the goals, the glow-ups. You never wait for help, and you never need to ask. But behind the independence is a hunger no one sees. Not for someone to fix you, but for someone to feel you. You've mastered solo survival, but now softness feels like weakness. You don't know how to need without shame. You don't know how to receive without suspicion. You're not cold, you're just guarded. And you're not protecting your peace, you're avoiding intimacy. You've mistaken being unbothered for being healed. But silence isn't strength when it comes from fear. The real flex isn't doing it all alone. It's letting someone close and still holding your power. It's asking for comfort without crumbling. It's choosing connection, not because you're desperate, but because you're ready. Walls feel safer than doors until you realize they keep you locked in, too. Attachment-style drama, the plot twist you didn't see coming. That one foot out the door? It's ruining everything. You keep it casual. You stay chill. You don't ask for too much. You convince yourself it's grace, not fear. But deep down, you're already halfway gone. Every time it gets close, you pull away. Every time it feels real, you lose interest. Meet Lex. She told herself she was just going with the flow. Didn't want to pressure him, didn't want to scare him off. But the truth? She was scared of what it meant to stay. Lex had learned that people leave. So she started leaving first, in silence, in detachment, in emotional absence. Her avoidant energy wore a mask called low maintenance. But she wasn't chill, she was unavailable. You can't attract love while hiding from it. You can't call in deep connection when your defense mechanism is distance. That one foot out the door is sabotaging every spark. Not because you don't want love, but because you've never seen it feel safe. Letting someone in isn't weak. Staying open when it's uncomfortable? That's the plot twist. That's where the story shifts. That's where healing begins. If this is hitting too close to home, drop a comment and let it out. And if you're still watching, you clearly feel seen, so hit subscribe. This space is yours now, Radiant Rebel, welcome home. You've got friends. But where's your real community? Can't meet your soulmate if your circle ends at your couch. One coffee date a month won't cut it. A few texts in the group chat don't count as connection. You're not lonely because you're unlovable. You're lonely because your life has no rhythm of real, present community. The best love stories don't always start on apps. They start in motion, in places where your guard is down and your energy is free. Yoga class, book clubs, farmers markets. Backyard barbecues. Not because you're trying to find him, but because you're living fully. You crave a partner, but you're living in isolation disguised as independence. Your days are too quiet, your calendar too empty. Fate needs movement, love needs proximity. You need regular faces to build real chances. You weren't designed to glow alone. You're magnetic in real time. And someone's waiting to meet you at your fullest expression, not your most hidden version. The myth of no good ones left. Girl, the stats say otherwise. The numbers don't lie, millions are single. It's not about scarcity, it's about where you're standing. You keep telling yourself you've seen all the options. But what you've seen is a pattern, one shaped by your habits, your circles, your comfort zone. The real issue? We're not seeing each other. We're all looking, but no one's present. We scroll past soulmates because we're too distracted to notice what isn't packaged in perfection. You're not invisible. You're just not in the right rooms. The spaces you outgrew won't bring you what you're ready for. The love you crave won't show up in the loop of your old routines. There are good ones out there, but they don't show up for the version of you that hides, doubts, or overfunctions. They meet you when you start showing up as the version of you who believes. Believes it's still possible. Believes she's not too late. Believes she's not the exception to love. Because you're not, you're just in your becoming. And love, real love, honors the woman who refused to settle just to say she had someone. High standards versus emotional walls. Oh, you say you want real love, but do you even show the real you? There's a difference between protecting your peace and pushing people away. High standards guide love. Emotional walls block it. And sometimes, it's hard to tell which one you're building. You say you want connection, but when it gets close, you shift. You test, you retreat, you silence your needs so you don't scare him off. You want love to see the real you, but you only show the curated version. Polished, powerful, untouchable. But the version of you who speaks up, sets boundaries, and still stays soft. That's the one who invites love in. Meet Remy. She was the girl who set the bar high, and rightly so. She had healed, she had leveled up, she had rules. But love never lasted long. Every time someone got close, she'd go cold. If he didn't say the right thing, she shut down. If he needed clarity, she gave distance. Because in her mind, real love wouldn't require effort, it would just know. But that's not connection, that's fear in designer heels. Perfection won't protect you. Vulnerability isn't a weakness, it's a doorway. And love walks in when you stop trying to control how you're seen. And start showing up fully, flaws and all. No one's waiting on your performance. He's waiting on your presence. Singleness isn't an in-between season. This chapter? It's not the pause. It's the prep. This isn't the waiting room. This is the becoming. You're not on hold, you're in motion. Use this time to get clear. Not just on goals that look good, but goals that feel good. Not just on what you want in a partner, but what you need in a life. You've been trained to see singleness as a lack. But this is the season where you become the woman your future self will thank you for. Not the woman who settled, the woman who saw herself as the prize long before anyone else did. You're not behind, you're being built. And when love comes, it'll meet you in your fullness, not your loneliness. You're not hard to love. You're not asking for too much. You're asking the wrong people. This season is yours, make it soft, bold, and unforgettable.